cara.
Time is it then? Please tell these guys.
It's Tony time, bitches!
Welcome to Tony's MMA Corner, the only MMA channel that's the real Nigerian nightmare. I am your host, Tony Sepulveda! And today, we have plenty to go over because it's been a pretty busy weekend. Today's episode is sponsored by Tony's MMA Corner merch. Check it out. If you guys want to support the channel, click the link in the description and buy some merchandise and give me money. This past Saturday, Merab, the sex machine, showed us why he's earned his nickname as he went all night long with Peter Yan. I think he had something like 8 gorillion takedown attempts, while Peter Yan did everything he could to try to stop the sex machine. Merab was just too much for him, and Peter Yan just couldn't handle him and was ultimately outworked. Right now, Peter Yan has lost 4 out of his last 5. Who would have ever thought that this Russian animal would be where he is? But this is reality. The other question is, what woman can satisfy Merab? This past weekend, in the IBJJF's never-ending quest to make everyone hate it, their alliance with USADA that started years ago is finally starting to show consequences, as a lot of its roided-up superstars are now suspended for 3 years because of Bomba. Cyborg Abreu, the biggest name that got popped for Bomba use, addressed these claims. Now, I don't have the exact quote, but it pretty much goes like this. The reason he came up for using testosterone is because he needed it. And pretty much, I think he claims the younger stars are cheating themselves because they come to the tournament with their younger nuts, and he has to come to these tournaments with his older nuts. So therefore, his testosterone use is validated. My stance on steroid use, especially in the IBJJF, where it already costs an arm and a leg to compete in, is why not? It makes the sport so much more entertaining. I mean, think about it. What sport has steroid ruined? In baseball, we had the best year when Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire were just hitting dingers all year long. After that, it was ruined. With ADCC already starting to take the prestige away from IBJJF, IBJJF needs to clean up their act because steroids sound awesome. I haven't used them myself yet, but they make you stronger, and apparently they allow you to beat everybody in jiu-jitsu. And that sounds amazing. Slap Fight had its finale this weekend, and according to Dana White, it went amazing, and everybody's watching it. Now, I personally didn't watch it. I pretty much know how it went down. Someone got slapped stupid.
I'm still not completely sold on slap fighting, but I'm not one of those journalists that thinks that we should ban the sport. Listen, if you want to watch people get slapped, I feel you.
Also this weekend, Umar Nurmagomedov absolutely smoked Benson Henderson. After the match, Benson Henderson called it a career. We're gonna miss you, Benson Henderson. One of the things I'll remember him for is being the first guy that I really saw implement successfully the calf kick, which now everyone absolutely abuses. Thank you for the years of violence, Ben Henderson, and thank you for reminding me that I'm getting old, because all the guys that I was watching are now retiring. Apparently, the latest season of The Ultimate Fighter is the best show none of us have seen yet, as Dana White and Michael Chandler have revealed that there's been a lot of drama. Apparently, after a fight, someone got slapped and both teams rushed the octagon.
When interviewed this week, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson hinted that Conor McGregor is returning to his more loose karate-style boxing hybrid. I think all of us want Karate Conor back.
As I said before, I for one cannot wait for this season. UFC 286 is headlined by Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, along with Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. As far as the Gaethje-Fiziev matchup goes, to me, that one is a bit of a toss-up. Gaethje loves to throw caution to the wind, and Rafael Fiziev loves a good old-fashioned striking battle. This one is a little bit hard to call. Much like Chandler, if Gaethje would smarten up, I think he'd be a shoo-in to win this one. However, I don't see that happening, and I see that Gaethje has been taking a lot of damage in his last few fights, so I think Fiziev can weather the storm and get a TKO, which will be the biggest win in his career. So I'm going with Fiziev in this matchup. In the main event, we have Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards, and this is the rubber match. Kamaru Usman edged out a decision in their first match, and in the last match, Leon Edwards dug deep and pulled off a Hail Mary head kick in a fight that Kamaru Usman was pretty much dominating. Leon Edwards, in their last matchup, started off great, winning the first round and even out-wrestling Usman. He does have the skills to beat Usman. How does this fight go? Well, if I'm a betting man, I'm always going to go with the superior wrestler in a 5-round battle, and Usman is that. I think he's going to be a lot more careful this time to avoid those Hail Mary shots and ultimately regain that title. But I believe the rest of the welterweight division is hoping for a Leon Edwards win. That would make a whole bunch of nice, fresh matchups for the welterweight division. You can have Bilal Muhammad and Leon Edwards finally settling the score. Colby Covington can now get a third shot at the title. And if Masvidal beats Gilbert Burns, things become very interesting. So, even though I think Usman will win this bout, they still have to fight. So we have to see the result and see where the welterweight division goes from there. Well, guys, that's enough for me. And I'll see you guys next time on Tony's MMA Corner. Headshot, bang, dead. Steroids sound awesome,